And we are live. And I can see myself, so I know it's true. I'm going to close that now. What's up, everybody? Had some interesting technology issues going on. And I think I handled it quite well. But pretty hilarious. Oops, my apologies. Pretty hilarious stuff, just the same. Just wanted to tap into you guys today because it is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. And I am reaching out there and enjoying all your Facebook love that you are bringing to me. So just wanted to thank you again. Please check out my Facebook page, which is Mickey Grace, a haven of inspiration to live the life of your dreams. I just wanted to tap into you guys and just say thank you again for the Facebook love. I'm so loving it. I'm getting, all these people saying happy birthday, and I'm totally psyched and excited and so happy to be in front of you. So let me share with you the craziness that has been happening with Mickey Grace and just what's been going on with me. So we filmed the entire show yesterday, and it was amazing. It was phenomenal content. It was really funny because the producer, Oliver Manley's, check us out, Meridius Radio, was actually here in the room, and he heard all of the content, and he said it was really awesome, and he was so bummed, and I'm so bummed that I lost you guys, and you guys didn't have any audio. It was so strange how that turned out. So no biggie, it's all good. We are here right now. You guys are here with me, and thank you for the Facebook love. That's all I gotta say for my birthday. So it is my 35th birthday. I'm not going to lie about how old I am. I don't need to. I am 35 years old. Live now on Meridius Radio. So check me out on Mickey Grace Facebook and Ustream. Check out Meridius Radio. But anyway, so we did not have sound yesterday. And I had a little meltdown, actually. It was interesting. And I wanted to talk about that in our friendly banter today, since, there's a lot of stuff to talk about today. And what I noticed was I had this meltdown. And isn't it funny when residual energies or ways that we feel about ourselves, whether it's our own self-confidence, whether it's our own insecurities, whether it's the way we might feel about life, the context of what we're living, how it just, sometimes those residual energies that really don't serve us, sometimes they can come back to haunt us, so to speak. And when they do, it's challenging to know, to really make sure that you still see yourself in that moment and still see who you really are, and know that, okay, there's some residual, I'm calling it residual energies, but to be more specific, the shit that comes back up again and again. And you're kind of like, what do I do about this? Why is this coming back in my life? Or why is this person still bothering me? Why is this bill collector still haunting me? And there's the dirty word, right? That's what my coach says all the time. Why? It's such a dirty word. But again, it's interesting when these residual energies or these past insecurities and past thoughts and past context come back, and our attention to it obviously can erupt, also in very specific ways in our life. And so yesterday, just imagine, like, I call it a meltdown. That's what I called it. It was a mini breakdown, a mini meltdown. And, there I was, just, again, realizing that I was having a little mini meltdown. And what could that meltdown be? Well, meltdown child, meltdown technology, meltdown hair, meltdown relationship. After I realized that I actually spent, 1 hour yesterday with silent film, I was bummed. And then, it became that it was just like, that just adds more for me to do now. That's just more on my plate that I don't really need to deal with right now. I'm not spending enough time with the kids and all this, all this shit. And then it's like, I'm actually stressing out right now. I'm adding to this, and I'm actually feeling this, as I'm saying this to you. It was just a very funny situation to have these residual feelings come up and take me down for a little bit, and really, really show me that, there's still places for all of us to learn. There's still ways, I really believe that we already have all the answers. I really firmly believe that we know what's right for us. I firmly believe that we are good. We have not only the best of intentions, but we really are good people. And when we are in our essence, we can recognize that. And what happens with this residual energy is that it comes up, and sometimes we have a hard time with remembering, how to snap out of it and understand that it's not about us. Because you know what? It's not about the circumstance. The circumstance does not color my experience. The things and the being and the doing and the having of everything that's around me doesn't have to be what creates how I feel. Because there's nobody standing with a gun to my head telling me to feel pissed off that yesterday I recorded an entire hour of amazing content, which, to be honest right now, I don't know if I'm delivering that same value for you. I hope to believe that I am, and I know I'm going to work at it for the rest of this call. But I could see that way, and I could also see the power outage that happened today when I was ready to go to film. I could see how that in itself was a way for me to look bad at myself, or to stress about it. But again, it's all about choice. So speaking of choice, it's interesting because at that time, I listened to a recording, and as you know, I love my Abraham recordings, Abraham Hicks. I love it. You guys can, say what you guys want to say. And I'm just saying this because I get it. People have their own gurus and coaches that they trust and edify and love and care for. And I encourage that. I mean, that's what we're on this planet to do, is find that own special mix of salad of people, combine them all together in your life and see, what could happen. And it's not one thing for everyone. And I don't want to express that, So a really great recording. I'll give you the information right now. Abraham, Choice, Wellbeing, and Fun. And it's the Abe element. And it actually goes along with everything I'm going to talk about. So I'm going to break that down in a little bit. But it was funny because I listened to the recording, and then I took a deep breath, and then I lay down to meditate, and then I called my husband, and then I told him what I needed, and then I let him give me what I needed. I didn't interrupt. I didn't disagree. I didn't complain or justify or flake out. I simply accepted what it was that he was giving me because it was what I was asking for. And man, it felt so good. It felt so good to do that because then I let it in. I let in, yes, you can do it. I let in, yes, you are a good person. Excuse me. I let in, yes, you've got this handled. I let in, yes, you are on point. You're on point right now. I let in, well done, great work, you did it. You've got a lot of seeds planted out there. You are awesome. You are good. You are contributing to your well-being. Yay for you. This was the stuff that I let in, and now because of what happened yesterday and me being in my little mini meltdown, and me being in the place that I'm at now, I get to film on my birthday, and it's my birthday right now. So this is the birthday celebration for Mickey Grace. Welcome. But I get to believe in myself and know that everything's okay. And it was a really interesting experience because I think, we all have that opportunity. Today, for example, we're going to be talking about, how sweet can life get? How sweet can life get? How good can life get? How good can your experience of life get? That's a question that I want to participate in answering. How sweet can life get? How much fun can we have? How much joy can we have? How much prosperity can we have? How many people can we help? How many people can we, impact? That's the conversation that I want to have. And, it's interesting because, as I said, with Abraham recording, there's times when, you're in that place of momentum and things are going well. And it can get easy to be sidetracked in a lot of ways. And it's sometimes all it is a breakdown of questions, a breakdown of knowing what is the better question to ask. And, it's interesting. I'm doing a lot of work with MPG, and I'm excited to see where that company is going. But it's also the realization that, the 25, 50, 25 principle, which if you want that handout, please do call me. It's somewhere here. I'm not going to grab it right now because I should have had it laid out. But the principle is that sometimes you're in the 25% area in your life, which is the first 25%, which is the research, the excitement, the beginning of the journey, the start, the rush. Maybe it's called the honeymoon phase. Maybe you're newlyweds. And that's in so many avenues in your life. I mean, if you look at, maybe it's in relationships. What area of 25, 50, 25 are you in right now? Are you in the first 25% where you're just beginning your process? Are you in the 50% where you're in process, you're in mode? And I'm going to break these down again in a little bit. Or are you in the final 25% when you're at completion? And it's amazing because there's areas of power all throughout that whole grade, all throughout that whole process. There's power in all of them. And all we need to do is utilize processes, utilize tools like this, ask for support, get coaching, realize that it's a choice. It's a choice. And there's that word again of choice. So, we're going to talk today about how sweet can life get. Maybe I'll bring up the 25, 50, 25 again if I remember. We're going to talk about breaking down an awesome film. So stay tuned for this with ontological breakdown of film and television with Mickey Grace. It's going to be a lot of fun. But we're going to be looking at the film Love Actually. And speaking of movies, I really wanted to talk to you about, do we know just how incredible these movies can be? Do we know how incredible these movies are at making money? And I'm actually going to talk about, from my perspective, why I think that's the case. So that'll be fun. We're also going to do, if I have time, a new segment called The Fun Table. Who wants to sit at the fun table? But I'll talk about that later. But so how sweet can life get? And it's really cool because, despite having a few little technical breakdowns here and there, I'm still realizing just how sweet life is. And before I, came on the call, the power went out. And I really chose to see it in a good way. So the kids, were not on any type of technology, which is really not easy for them because they love any type of technology. It's like it's part of their bodies or something. They're so intuitive with it. And they were playing, and I just decided to connect with myself and kind of lay down and just, say, I'm just going to be with this. I'm just going to be with this moment instead. And, not only just looking at contrast, because, we're talking about contrast. So it's interesting talking about contrast and life is sweet. Okay. So I want to make sure, sometimes I wish I had, a call in. I wish I could keep my phone on and have you guys call in, because I would love to, be able to remember all the stuff that I want to talk about. But yeah, it's interesting talking about contrast and the other side of contrast, which is this sweetness of life, this honey, this incredible experience. But contrast is so much a part of that. And I'm sure I've done this process before, but it was kind of fun to do this today. Whereas I was laying in my bed, I just said, so these are the things I'm stressing about. And there's certainly the other side of this, which would be ABC. And it was just so, the way that I had spoken to myself in that moment in my mind, it was so frank. It was so honest. It was so true because it was coming from me, and it was like, as an example, the power's out right now. Well, maybe there's a reason for me not to be filming at this exact moment, and the power will come on when it's time for me to film, and again, like those are those small activities. And it's funny because this is what I was saying in that silent recording. If anybody out there is lip readers, maybe you can help me do a transcription of what I said, because it was good stuff. But that's what I was talking about yesterday, is that's the work. That's the work. Doing those processes and having the ability to maintain the mindset that's going to keep you on track. Because imagine, here you are, imagine me, okay? Things are going tremendously well. So I feel like most of the time I'm going like this, if this were like some kind of exponential growth. I mean, I really do. But let's just say for the case of travel, in the case of just whatever this description is, that whatever it's going to become. that, I'm tracking along, things are going well, I'm keeping myself in well-being, keeping my adult child in some semblance of peace, which is not easy. So you're in this place. If I were to allow things like, so I'm going to reach out to you guys. What are some of the things? What's some of the shit that you guys deal with? Okay. So let's talk about some real stuff. Financial worries. Parents aging. Children. Illness. Political systems. The economy. But if I were to allow my experience to completely take me out because I'm not prepared to do the processes that are going to help me to maintain my flight pattern, well, are you going to crash? Yeah, maybe. I was, like I said, I've mentioned to you guys many times before that I'm part of a weekly call-in group called Adult Children of Alcoholics. And my parents are not alcoholics, but it's also adult children of alcoholics and dysfunctional families. And it was funny how I just said that. My parents are not alcoholics, like it's such a big deal, but we're from a dysfunctional family. So anyway, I'm part of this group. I'm a proud member because I see what it's done for myself and for my confidence and my esteem and for my ability to heal. And it's been pretty tremendous. So yesterday, and after this, it's commercial time, okay? Because I just realized I haven't taken a commercial. Help. So going back to the ACA work, I was on the call, and what I was sharing about personally, because I can share about myself, is just how sometimes I feel like, I'm hitting a bottom. I'm hitting a really rough patch, or, like my shoe's going to fall off. And these are all characteristics of what could happen if you grow up in a dysfunctional family, or even if you think that you don't grow up in a dysfunctional family, there's a lot of things that we don't realize about ourselves. How we put ourselves down, how we don't really love ourselves, how we don't really trust ourselves. So those are some of the things that we're talking about right now. I don't even know where I was going with that, but I'm going to do a commercial because obviously this is important. One of the things I want to say to you guys is if you were on my end and looking at what I was looking at, I will take a picture of it because this is how we record. I'm going to post this on Facebook too. How fun is this? I'm doing like media on media. It's like I'm breaking the fourth wall. I don't even know if that makes sense, but so I'm going to take a picture. This is how we record, y'all. We need some equipment. And so on behalf of Oliver, my producer from Meridius Radio, we are asking for donations of old equipment that you have. We're looking for a good camera that we can use instead of this lovely, not that I don't love this, I'm not saying that, lovely computer of Oliver's that is being used also as a webcam. Not that I don't love it, but we would obviously love a camera. It would be awesome. So yeah, if you guys have any equipment, I'm fully willing to do a trade with you guys. I have an amazing group coaching program that's coming up. So if you want to do a trade that way, I'm down. We need some equipment. And we're really, intent on making this a show that's based on our viewership. We want this based on you guys. Being with me with Mickey Grace is a show that's been evolving because of your feedback. It's been a show that's been evolving because of what you guys are bringing to the table, because of what I'm seeing out there when I'm networking, because of what I'm experiencing or hearing in your texts and messages, in what you like, what you don't like. The reason why I'm doing commercials to begin with is because somebody was saying that there's just so much content that they need a break from time to time. So I'm happy to do commercials. We're going to have some more organized commercials by next week about MPG, and definitely more organization with Mickey Grace. It's cool. I love the segments that we have, but it's nice to get your response. I'm really excited about that. So this show is about you guys. I want this to really tap into who you are and support you and make a difference in your life, because that's what this is all about. That's why we're here. That's what our purpose is. You have a unique purpose. Are you fulfilling it? I really feel that I am. I really strongly feel that in so many ways I'm fulfilling that purpose, and I'm living it every day, and I'm psyched. I'm excited. I want that for you guys. So that is what's going on. I wanted to do my commercial because I wanted to share with you guys what's up with Mickey Grace. So let me do that right now. Let me pull it up here. So commercial time, and avert your ears, or avert your ears, cover your ears if you don't want to hear these commercials, because that's fine. You don't have to listen to the commercials. I want you to know that it's commercial. I want you to know that I'm trying to sell to you right now, because I feel confident that in the world of 8 billion people on the planet, I feel, or 7 billion, whatever the number is, I feel confident that the people that are going to be drawn to me are going to be drawn to me. And that's all that matters, right? So something's beeping over there, and I really hope you guys still hear me. If not, please post something on Facebook so I know that I'm not speaking to complete silence. Here are the commercials. La 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 la. June 9th, Prosperity 101 and 102. It's going to be here in my home if you're interested. I think we have a few more spots left, and I'm not kidding, because I want a small group. It's going to be amazing. If you don't know what Prosperity 101 is, just watch the other episodes. I'm sure I talk about it. But truly, what episode one? Truly, what Prosperity 101 is about is learning what your essence is and understanding, the context and what has created your comfort zone, and what has created your experiences on a day-to-day basis, and this encouragement to see what life would be like, to live a life that, we talked about that balance, or we talked about that sustaining, and we talked about life is sweet, sweet, sweet. That's what I'm talking about. And Prosperity 101 helps you to know what your essence is. So I'm going to say my essence. I'm excited to say it because I really feel like it's going to help ground me right now for you people out there. My essence is love, warmth, welcoming, open, and caring. That was nice. I was looking at the mirror at the same time, so it's just really funny. There's a mirror just right in front of me, so I'm talking to myself. So imagine if you know what your essence is. Imagine if you are living that, if you are breathing that, if you are, living that on a daily basis. What would that look like? Looks like this, I mean, there's times, yes, when you maybe not are living in your essence. There's times, and I'm like that myself. Of course, we dip into survival mechanism, which is the opposite. You can call it survival mechanism. You can call it ego. You can call it shadow. You can call it wounded, whatever you want to call it. But that's what essence is all about. So Prosperity 101 tells you what your essence is, not tells you, but helps you to find it through other people. It's a very unique conversation. It's called the Essence Conversation. We go through all of that. I really break it down for you, and we start touching upon ways to implement essence in your life. And then that's in the morning. And then same day, June 9th, Saturday, June 9th, at in the afternoon, we're going to have Prosperity 102, and that's for graduates of Prosperity 101. And I am giving you guys 50% off that. So Prosperity 101 is, I believe, $49 or $47, and Prosperity 102 is $79. And if you do the whole thing together, you'll get lunch included. And there's a whole bunch of added pluses and all this stuff. If you've taken Prosperity 101, by the way, if you've already taken it back in October, you can take it again for free. And we're offering box lunches on site. I'm not sure what we're charging or anything yet. I don't know that information, but yeah, so it's going to be an amazing, amazing time. I hope you guys can make it. Check it out. June 10th is Karmic Coaching Advanced 101. So what that means is it's especially for people that are 101 graduates, and that's going to be on June 10th, which is on the Sunday. And then June 15th, we've got Passionate Relationships Party with Passion Parties with Akua Hines. So super excited about that. I think you guys are going to really enjoy that. That's when Akua is going to bring her passion party stuff and jewelry. And then at night, it's by invitation only, we're going to do Le Salon with Mickey Grace. And that's some serious stuff, guys. I don't know if you guys listened, but in episode 4 or 5, I talk about what Le Salon is. And it was back in the day, like I'm talking, I think the end of the 18th century, 19th century or something like that. And this woman would invite politicians and performers and artists and writers and movers and shakers, and she would invite them to her home and in her boudoir, and that's where they would just congregate. And they were just so sick of associating with the bourgeoisie and like all the same people over and over again. And so that's why she created this thing. And there was several of these women who were like really prominent, wealthy, prosperous women who just wanted to share people's art. And so I hope that you guys can come. I mean, I've invited a few people already. It's very hush hush, as I said, because it's at night, it's late, and it's a serious party. It's a serious party. It's gonna be fun. So that is that. Oh, and then if you guys, I don't know if you guys are available, but did you know that this weekend is Karmic Coaching Business Edition, first ever Business Edition. And the Business Edition, basically we're going to be talking about business. We're going to do a first quarter review. We're going to check out where you guys at, what's up with your business, what's going on. I know what's up with my business. I want to really break it down, and I'm actually going to work this weekend. Thank you, Mr. David Singh. I'm just kidding. I'm excited to. Working on some MPG marketing and training, coaching, and all that good stuff. So really excited about that. But, where are you at in your business? What's going on? We're also going to do business feedback tool. We're going to use the business feedback tool, and we're actually going to do it on others. Like we're actually going to talk through somebody's business and give some for real feedback, some real-time live feedback. And that's pretty impressive. And so that is happening this Sunday, which is in 2 days. So I hope you can make it. And then we're going to talk about, what it means to partner up with Mickey Grace. What is that about? What is that all about? So, excuse me. Interesting. Today I was supposed to be talking about channeling what and aligning what with whom. Yes, people, who do you want to align your energy with? That's what I was supposed to talk about today. So I'm not sure if I'm going to get to that, but maybe I will, because I'm going to talk about Steve Jobs. I say Jobs, but Stephen Jobs. Sorry, my little one is there. So yeah, let's get on. So, we talked a little bit about how sweet your life can get, and starting to ask yourself and do the processes and really maintain that energy and that alignment. And what would it mean for you? What does it mean to do that? And so we're going to, just a second, baby. We're actually going to talk about breaking down the awesome film of Love Actually. And then, speaking of movies, do you know how much money they make? It's crazy. So let's talk about Love Actually. It is a really cool film. And, it's pretty awesome. Can you just please... Okay, hurry up, please. So let's look up Love Actually. But I was watching this movie the other day, and it was just a really cute film. I would really suggest for you to watch it. It's pretty awesome. But it follows the lives of 8 very different couples in dealing with their love lives in various loosely and interrelated tales, all set during a frantic month before Christmas in London. And it was cool because I broke this down yesterday, and I wish that I had all of the stuff that I said. But, what I wanted to talk about with Love Actually was, it's really about love, and it's really about unconditional love. And what I like about doing these ontological film breakdowns is I like applying myself. I firmly believe in mirroring. I don't know if you guys do, but I firmly believe that, my inner life is reflected to me in my outer life, and so, I invite you to try that one on for size. I don't know if you want to. You might not want to, but we should do a whole topic on that. Hey, I really need you to listen, okay? Because I'm live right now. Thanks, buddy. Can you go? I want you to think about it. Hey, Tristan. Okay. I need you to think about it, because if you stay, we are live. Come on. Tristan, Tyler. Okay. You know what this means, buddy. You better go. You better go, Tristan, right now. Thank you. This is too funny. Such perfect timing for that to happen. Live. We are live. And that happens. So let's get back on track. So, Love Actually, yeah, amazing movie. And it really does talk about unconditional love. Speaking of unconditional love, did you see what just happened? My son just walked in here, and I needed to, maintain myself for this show. So, okay, we are going all over the place. Love Actually. What do I love about it? Well, I definitely love the fact that it talks about unconditional love, because what is unconditional love? Love is when, one of the storylines was with Keira Knightley, and it was absolutely hilarious because, her husband's best friend is in love with her, and imagine having to endure that and being in love with someone else. And so it was just showing how love wins all, and I really, it's just amazing how themes like that show up in so many movies. Crazy Stupid Love, the same thing, and they do so well, these movies. And you can watch it, on Once Upon a Time. I've done a little ontological breakdown of that too. And you can see in the same way, how is that happening? How does that show up? But what I invite you to do with doing your own ontological breakdown in your life And that's what I remember. I was talking about mirroring, so I'm going to remember talking about that in a second. But, you know, if you're going to watch the movie, if you're going to watch the TV show anyway, why not start asking yourselves some interesting questions? You know, like, could I love myself no matter what? You know, one of the storylines there is really about a wife and her husband, and the love that's kind of lost because her husband is just so enticed by this, you know, scandalous, sexy office maiden, you know, and let's get real right now. Like, that shit happens in real life, you know, and like, these are things that you're going to watch it anyway. Start asking yourself some questions. Start looking at how can I apply this in my life? And that's really what I want the breakdown to be about. But mirroring, here we go. Mirroring, I really firmly believe that your surroundings mirror what is within you, you know? So how is your body reflecting that? Does your body reflect to you in that way? I think we talked about this also last week. You know, what is your body saying to you? What is it reflecting to you? You know, is it saying, I'm about 15 pounds heavier? Because that's what my body says. You know, and if you guys look at me, you're like, oh, you know, you'd be too thin or whatever. But I mean, I know who I am, right? And you know who you are. So if you're watching this right now, maybe ask yourself, hey, does my body reflect who I really am? Does my body reflect the essence of who I am? You know, does my relationships, do they reflect who I am? Do they reflect the comfort of who I am? You know, my son coming in here, I firmly believe that that's a reflection of something that's going on in my mind. Like, I don't care. I'm just going to be straight about it. It makes me think, you know, yeah, you're definitely thinking about, you know, how you really haven't spent that much time with your kids this week. You know, and how does that show up? Well, he shows up, you know, right in my face, right? So, so those are some of the things. Sorry, I got a little distracted about the Love Actually, so maybe we'll do another additional breakdown next time, because that was not sufficient in terms of my expectations. But let's talk about production. Man, movies make a lot of money. It's no joke, you know, but since, you know, really delving into the production role and really looking at the incredible art that's out there, I've just been noticing how much money it makes. And excuse me. It's amazing because Love Actually, when you look it up, Crazy Stupid Love, first of all. Crazy Stupid Love cost about $50 million to make and earned 250% back return on investment. So $50 million and they got back 250% of that. I'm full out sweating right now, guys. The party's going on and I'm sweating. And there's Love Actually. Oh, sorry. And then Love Actually, I don't remember how much it cost. I think it was like 30 million Great British, whatever, pounds. And Love Actually made 800% on the money. 800% return on investment. And here's my interpretation on that. Why is that? So what is it about production and movies and all of that makes so much money? I think it's so much to do with the fact that these people are so passionate about what they do. They are full out blissed out in their art. Look at the art. Look at the art involved. Okay, you've got your music, you've got the filming, you've got the creation of the actual product, which is a full out art in itself. Then you've got the script, which is, again, somebody's art. You've got these actors who are using their bodies as artists, like as art. I mean, they're artists as well, but that's their body, their being is the canvas. These are the trends that I like knowing. I like seeing that. When I really sat down, I was like, okay, so it made 800% return on investment. That's how much money it made. That's crazy. And at the same time, you just wake up to the fact that, hey, the entire process of this is an art. So just want to put that out there. Just look at your life. Can you imagine if you lived your life in the way that an artist so passionately creates its art? How a performer so passionately puts their soul into their singing? There's a difference with how a performer sings and how somebody that has a good voice sings. There really is, because people that are performing, they put their heart and soul into it. You could feel it. You could feel it in the resonance of the music. So yeah, really interesting stuff. So that's production, guys. We're going to stick a little break in again. Here's another little commercial. I want to talk about the group coaching program that I've introduced. It's pretty crazy, the type of people that are getting involved and being a part of this group coaching program. We've got performers, we've got writers, we've got producers, we've got business owners, people from network marketing, direct sales, people who are actual business owners. And it's really exciting to see the types of caliber of people. And it's really funny because when you do join the group coaching program, and we do have a few more spots left, and then I'll likely start another group in a little bit. But, when you join up, you get your coaching intake form. And that form by itself is, it's already super intense, because you just realize how much detail we're looking for you to share, and of course there's a trust factor. Of course, all these people trust me, but it's more so that you are deciding in this moment that you're done not holding yourself accountable, that you're done not contributing to yourself. You no longer have an excuse, because you are full out contributing to who you are. When I do this work, when I share with you guys the processes that I'm going through, it's because I'm doing the work. It's because I have to do the work. Like, I can't be here in front of you in all integrity and say, being me with Mickey Grace, la la la, and not really be me. I have to tell you, this whole time, that's what the honesty is. Today it's amazing because, it's my birthday, but all these technical difficulties, like, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little out of the loop right now. I'm a little out of the vortex, off the grid. I'm a little outside of my comfort zone, but that's the work. That is the work. And these people that are part of this group coaching program have decided to do the work. They are intent on creating the life of their dreams. They're not just going to dream about it. They're not going to just envision it and put up their vision boards. And there's nothing wrong with the vision boards, but they're not just going to do those things. They're actually full out going to apply the processes, align themselves. They're full out going to do the action steps. They're going to do the work. They're going to eat the way that they need to. They're going to exercise the way that they need to exercise. They're going to communicate with their family in the way that they need to communicate. They're going to share their gift with people. They're going to write poetry. They're going to do those processes. That's the work. That's the work that you need to do to live the good life. That's what you need to do, if you want to experience that, because there's no one stopping you. That's the big joke, kind of, is that, oh, my government's stopping me. Oh, my husband's stopping me. Oh, my wife is stopping me. Oh, my in-laws. Oh, my family. Oh, it's my sister. Oh, it's my brother. Oh, it's my kids. Oh, it's my, the way I grew up. Oh, it's my education. Oh, it's... I don't think that's it. I really don't. I think we have so much responsibility in our own life experience. And I see it again and again. I see it with people who just impress the shit out of me, like people from building bridges, individuals who have gone through such tumultuous, is that the right word? No, challenging situations. Tumultuous, I guess, yeah. Situations, and still decide to have the most incredible attitudes I've ever seen in my life, and be able to, not only be fully operational, in a amazing work environment, but, get to live a good life. And it's all about the choice. So that's what I went off on a nice tangent right there. That was a commercial, guys. So group coaching for producers and life creators. I also have a life creators program that I'm actually going to be starting for MPG agents and licensees. So if you are interested in MPG, call me up, yo. We're going to be talking about it soon. I'll be giving way more information during the commercials here on set. La la la. Just wanted to I was going to read some poetry today. I don't really have anything, I don't think, to read per se. I might find something here. Let me see. I don't know if I read this one yet. It might be a new one. This one's a cute one. It's kind of cute. I don't know if you guys will dig it. I think it's cute, but hi, I'd like to say I love you. Hi, I'd like to say I love you. You'd love me in a high state of love. You'd love me in the no state. No more do I know. Your high's not what made me high, for I'd wrote hi I love you high above the sky, 1,000,000 times more than you'd love me just because I said hi. So funny. That was a cute one that I wrote. But I am going to read something that I got from Mary Morrissey. So definitely sign up for her. She's got these emails that she sends out on the regular, like every day. And they're really good. And I'd like to read this one because I think it would be good for me to kind of take a little breather too. So it says, there's a part of you that is already totally, completely in tune with the infinite. And that part is available and accessible by simply proclaiming, I am. Right now, I invite you to take a moment of pause. Take a breath. Breathe in and declare, I am. The I am that is the true nature of yourself is all love, all joy, all wisdom. It is peace, providence, grace, and magnificence, and is beyond all appearance of challenge. Inviting that I am into your life will bring forth a new joy into this very day. And I wrote underneath, I am love. So I hope you enjoyed that. I really thought that kind of brought things nicely to almost a close, because we're going to be polishing up soon and finishing up. I totally forgot to do my words. I wanted to do something cute at the beginning of every Mickey Grace show, so it was your opportunity. So I'll do it right now. And if you guys remember this and post it on my Facebook, I will give you a free online ontological coaching session using iMeet technology from MPG. And you'll be able to be face-to-face with me, which is really cool online. It's a really cool tool called iMeet. And we're using it at MPG. So what it does is it's like a conference room online, and it's a completely private room. So if you remember these two words, which are the fun words of the day, which are love and fun. You know what? I'm going to share with you the process that came from. So yeah, if you write down those love and fun, like today's words, the words of the day were love and fun. If you write that on my Facebook at the Mickey Grace, facebook.com, I think it's called at the Mickey Grace. But check it out, Mickey Grace, Haven of Inspiration to Create the Life of Your Dreams, live, being me with Mickey Grace on Meridius Radio right now. If you write those two words down, I will give you a free online ontological coaching session, and I think you're going to enjoy that. But to close, I'm going to tell you one more process. So I was going to talk about the fun table, but that's okay. We'll talk about that another time. But the process that I wanted to share with you guys is something, actually, another one of the Abraham things is to write down specific words, that you want to feel the resonance of. And those words are, you write them down on a piece of paper and you really settle in and really feel the resonance of that word and make a choice to fill it in with whatever you want, whether it's your context, whether it's an experience that you've had, whether it's a memory that you have, whether it's something that you hope could happen, so imagine the word fun, what is a possible experience, or what's something that you could think about when you're sitting there. And again, it's a process, and that's why I'm sharing with you guys, and you can do it or you don't have to do it, but try it. It's pretty amazing, because I tried it, and I had my journal here yesterday when I was doing this, but I tried it the other day as I was getting ready to go to sleep, and I just wrote down words, and then they just started flowing out of me, frisky and sexy and fun and love and luxurious and beautiful. And it was because I was about to go to bed, and these are the things, that I was feeling or wanting to resonate with at that time. And again, that's the work. That's the work, guys. So I think this was a good session for being me with Mickey Grace. There's a lot of stuff that we did not talk about, man. But all good. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Definitely one for the records. Again, just quick reminders. You are watching Being Me with Mickey Grace on Ustream on Meridius Radio. We are looking, please, we are looking for cameras, equipment. We're looking for an intern that feels like they want to contribute their time to produce our shows. We really feel so beautiful and strongly about what we're producing and putting out there in terms of content. And we know that it's going to match. Like I'm certain that I'm going to look at this picture a year from now and just laugh my ass off because of what's going on in our stage. I mean, my son almost came on and he was he was wearing underwear, but that's pretty much all he was wearing. So didn't want him to come on screen in that manner. But yeah, we want you guys to evolve with us. I think that's the whole premise of the other show on Meridius, which is on Meridius Radio, which is Chris and Oliver's show. And in this show, we want you to evolve with us. We want to get better and better for you. We want for this content to deliver tremendous value. It delivers a lot of value to me. I was listening to it the other day, and it was pretty hilarious, just listening to myself. I like listening to myself only, not watching myself. It's kind of interesting what my response is when I watch myself. But there's a lot of content. We're really looking to share powerful tools for you, powerful, interviews, powerful expressions of our art, the art of our own living, because we want to share it with you. We want to learn from it ourselves, and we want you to partake in that too, if you so choose, right? I mean, I don't know what movies those are from, but when it's like you open it, it's like, this is your mission should you choose to accept it. And you have a choice. You have a choice if you want to accept the mission of your life. You have a choice if you want to accept the art of your life. So, I can go on. I could go on longer than this, and I'm not going to, because I don't even know how long I've been going for. So, have an amazing, amazing day, lovely people. Happy birthday. I hope you enjoyed your birthday session with Mickey Grace. I did. I had a good time. So, goodbye, farewell. I'm going to have to run around and stop taping. Love you guys. Happy birthday to me and to you.